I think Prince is about to hop on right now.
What's going on?
What's happening,
What's
man?
up, everybody? Had to
I
hop in the
was,
shower real quick, you know.
I was just telling everybody, this is my first Instagram live, man. I'm
Oh,
like
is it?
new to all this, yeah. And then I don't like personally. It's just my own choice. I don't do like
Yeah.
selfies or like selfie videos because I just think it's just I don't know. Personally, it's just weird for me. But
Yeah. A
um,
little narcissistic, but
yeah,
I get confused because sometimes it's like FaceTime and you forget that
yeah,
you're live. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I've seen I'm a big fan of John Mayer. He does these kind of lives, and I just know sometimes, like even you and I right now, sometimes like your head will be right here. You're
Yeah.
good now,
Yeah,
but
the
sometimes
framing
I
is
see
different.
people's head not fit the whole Instagram thing, so it's like a little weird.
But
But
yeah, I think so. Let's bring people up to speed. It seems like we have a lot of people here. You
hmm
know, John Muda and I are obviously co-founders for the Heal Los Angeles Foundation, and we're hoping to connect with our supporters and the people that we're trying to benefit more by engaging in conversation and basically keeping you up to date on our stuff. But before we get into that, you know, yesterday was 4th of July. I hope everybody had a good time. What did you do, John?
oh man, just pretty much I'm cleaning up my I'm redecorating my room. I got like a baby blue paint color going on, so had a lot of moving around, cleaning up a lot of my sports memorabilia. I'm very big on that. But then the rest of the day just pretty much chilled out.
Are you painting your room? Like you yourself paint?
No. I have no skills in that. I have no It'd be like a Jackson Pollock painting by the end of all that if I did it on my own. And then pretty much just chilled with the family the rest of the day. Hang low. We didn't barbecue. We didn't
Mhm.
barbecue. We just, I think we ordered out. Forgot where we ordered out. But yeah, we just pretty much just chilled. And my dogs were going a little crazy because of the fireworks.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I was just pretty much protecting them the whole night.
Wow. As you know, I'm out with my girlfriend's family, and we celebrated. We had some fireworks too, and their dogs go crazy. They
Mm.
can't handle it, and I feel bad for them. So they put them in the basement with some loud TV on, and that helped them.
Mm.
But it's cool to see the fireworks. I got to see some from the news. LA was going crazy with the fireworks, yo.
Yeah, it's so dusty out here. uh, how many dogs does Molly have?
So her family has one dog, but because all her family came up, her brother has a dog and her other brother has a dog. So there's like
Mm.
3 to 4 dogs up here at one
Wow.
time. And one of them is special needs. She has some type of vertigo or something like this. I don't
Oh
know what
wow.
happens, but it causes her to not balance properly.
Oh
And I'm
wow.
really happy because every year I've tried to hang out with this dog. It's a Rottweiler and it scares me. It's like Cujo. But she's never snapped at me, but she's looked at me weird and then did like something weird and it just scared me, you know? And one time she put my hand in her mouth and that was it. But this year we're actually pretty good. We're on good terms. So I'm happy about that. You
Oh,
know?
nice,
So that's super
nice.
awesome.
Did you sleep in after crazy night last night, or just pretty much hang low at nighttime?
Well, actually, and this is a fun fact for everybody. I hate mosquitoes with a passion. Okay,
Mm.
and last night I got bit up. Like I got bit here. I got bit
Oh,
here. I got bit on my shoulder, through my shirt, on my back, my legs. I got bit on my finger. One of my fingers are so itchy right now. It's so annoying.
oh man. Well, they say the best thing is to put lemon juice, like you squeeze lemon on it,
Really?
and it just
Yeah,
goes
I was
away.
told to put tea tree oil and like some other essential oils, and I think it attracted the bugs, dude. Like it started
Oh
spreading
yeah.
like crazy.
You gotta go organic, man. Just go with the lemon.
Yeah, actually, they told me that I got to stop eating sugar because it makes your
Mm.
blood sweet and it makes them want to have it. So that's been one thing. But I've been super happy with myself because even though I'm kind of like on vacation, but not really, I've kept up with my workout.
Oh, nice.
You know,
There you
walking
go.
2 miles every day, doing those 100 push-ups, super good with that.
Now, is it weird not having both dogs with you
Yeah,
when you're on the walk?
it is. And like it, my pace is slower. because OG usually pushes me to go faster and higher. But, you know, I'm just trying to do whatever I can right now. Stay active.
Nice.
You know?
Out of curiosity, what's like your playlist? Do you have like a certain playlist when you go on a walk? Is it calm? Is it like...
It actually changes on the day because I usually use the walk I set a goal to think of something, you know, and it depends on what I'm thinking of. But what I found super helpful, and I know you actually don't know this, but what I found helpful, especially when it comes to Heal LA thinking, and if I'm trying to figure out how we should act in a certain situation or how we should react, I go on a walk and I actually listen to my dad's music, like stuff like Man in the Mirror, We Are the World, stuff that preaches a positive message, and I try to listen to the lyrics and the vibe of it, you know, and I look for inspiration through that.
Wow. What's like out of your, do you have like a top 3 songs that are inspirational to you from your father?
Definitely top 3. I can't rank them in any order, though, you know. I think Man in the Mirror is definitely one of the best because just the melody in the beginning and the message is something so palpable, you know, like it's something so easy. You can do it yourself. It's not talking about anything that's too far out there. Earth Song. I love Earth Song because it talks about like the nature and the environment, you know, and it's just a powerful song. It really grips you. And then I always forget this name of this song, and I'm gonna get in trouble for this. It's not Part-Time Lover. I know that's Stevie Wonder's song.
It's an MJ's?
Yeah, it is. It's one of my dad's songs. But
not Heal the World or We Are the World.
No, it has Love in there, and I can't even remember the name of it right now. It's like on the tip of my tongue, and I always call it Part-Time Lover, but it's not that. And it was one of my favorite songs growing up.
Man, I can't.
I know. It's embarrassing. We'll just skip past this if we get this.
Oh, man. Okay. You spoke about goals a little bit, and, you know, we obviously talked about Heal LA goals and all that good stuff, but what about personal goals during this, you know, I guess we're not in quarantine anymore, but, you know, when we were, and, you know, I feel like there's hopefully not, but it looked like there's going to be a second wave of this COVID-19. But, you know, what are some things that you picked up skill-wise?
Oh, they got it. Love Never Felt So Good. Sorry. Bailey DW0603. Love Never Felt So Good. That's
the one. All right. Do you like the one, going back before we get into the goals, do you like the one by just your father or the one with JT in it, Justin Timberlake?
That's hard, to be honest. I feel like obviously I got to say the one with just my dad because like his vocal levels, you know, they go crazy. And he's a great artist, but you know, I got to just support my dad in that one.
I feel it. I feel one quick story. I always tell you, I feel like everything in my life has happened for a reason. But my senior year of high school, you know, I always think for some odd reason, like your last year of anything in school-wise is your best year. Well, at least for me. So like 5th grade, 8th grade, 12th grade, and then last year, you know, your undergrad. But my senior year of high school, at the end, kind of like you graduate in June, that album came out, the latest one with Love Never Felt So Good. And then John Mayer had they were like last minute singles that just came out. And I'm just like, man, like, I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just like, man, it's just so crazy how like it just unexpectedly that just happens. You know, I'm just like, I love Love Never Felt So Good. So that always has like a special place in my heart because it's senior year of high school, graduating, and I'm just like, here comes Michael.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I don't think I ever shared that with you on that one.
Yeah.
But now you know. But yeah, but going back to goals or skills, did you pick up anything?
When I was growing up, my dad was very adamant about reading, and I had to read a certain amount of pages a day. And I felt like as I kind of got distracted with social media and video games and stuff like this, I lost that skill. So because of quarantine, I was able to refocus and like dedicate myself to sitting down and reading 50 pages a day. And, you know, with the exception of a day or two here, I'm really happy that I've been able to sit down and actually read 50 pages as well as walking. I think it's the discipline. That's the word I was looking for, is the discipline to get up every day and to do something, even if you don't feel like it. But I mean, those have been, and Photoshop, but I'm not there yet, but I'm learning it,
Right.
you know, for the LA stuff. But it's fun. It's fun.
Gotcha.
What about you?
For me, it's kind of funny. So like my house, it's very Japanese style all the way, obviously, and take care of everything. But at a certain point, it just, something breaks down. So I think during this quarantine, it's just like a lot of stuff started just breaking down, of like the garage door, or like new shower head. I don't know, just small little things that need to get, it just felt like one thing after another, it was getting broken, or like, I don't know, it's just not working properly. And I think what I figured out, I don't think it's a skill or goal that I learned, or none of those actually. It was just knowing that after every 10 years, you just got to replace the item. That's like the biggest thing. So I think of that when I'm like, hopefully a father in the near future, that's something like, you know, it's like just something to know. You know what I mean?
That's actually a really good point that you bring up, is like house maintenance, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely, that's very interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I learned something there.
Yeah, it's just, man, I mean, if it lasts more than 10 years, I feel like, man, that's what you bought is great. That's 10 years worth of, you know, it sounds short because it sounds maybe like 10 days or 10 months, but 10 long years, you know? So it's very, it worked, you know? But skills and goals, I would say a goal of mine was running every day since the gym's not open. We used to go to the gym, you know, almost every day together. But once COVID hit, it was just, you know, all gyms shut down. So I've been going on runs every day. And that kind of leads to the money part of like, maybe there's certain things that you don't need to have, you know, like a gym membership, you pay that monthly. And
definitely.
You know what I mean? You don't,
realization for me.
right. You don't need to spend money on a gym when you can just walk outside, run outside for free.
Push-ups, sit-ups.
Yeah. Free weights, all that good stuff. So I would say that was a goal. Skill-wise, I would say, I think just selling stuff again. I'm a big flipper,
Your
you know?
online stuff?
Yeah. So like getting creative, like having a good, clear picture, especially when you know, like you're in quarantine, like there's no rush. So you can put more of a nice descriptive on certain items that you're selling, you know? So I think that's a pretty good skill that I harnessed and mastered in.
I agree, but real quick before we continue, Stacy with a Y said people shouldn't feel the need to do something in this time. It's also okay to relax and reflect. And I agree with that. I feel like we've been in quarantine for a long time, and it took me a while to adjust to like the new world that we're living in. And everybody's different. So however long it takes for you to react to the world and how it's going, you know, so you do need time to reflect and relax sometimes. So, you know, by all means, do not feel bad about that. If you haven't gotten that skill, it's coming.
Yeah.
It'll be there.
And I think to add that too is, you know, just being safe. Being a big sports fan, you see so many players, NBA, MLB, that are sitting out this season just to be, they have newborns.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Even if they don't have newborn, they just want to be safe with their family because they'll be gone for 3 to maybe 6 months.
And then quarantine for another 2 on top of that, I think. Right.
So no, to that point, you know, always take care of yourself first, and then, you know, of course, your family. So kudos to you.
Definitely.
Well, Prince, I know, I think this live, we wanted to share updates with we can call them fans, donors, friends, even family. And then also give like hope and inspiration of what we're doing too. Maybe if you want to kick off what we've been doing with Fresh and Lean and where we're going from here.
Definitely. So if you follow the Heal Los Angeles page, then you know recently we just hit our 10,000 mile mark, or not miles, 10,000 meal mark, where we partnered up with Fresh and Lean to donate these highly nutritious. They're actually designed for athletes, but they're perfect for if you just need to get a quick meal. With the whole COVID thing, we saw that there was a lot of food pantries that were running out of food because they get extra food donated from the excess that comes from grocery stores. And the grocery stores didn't have any excess because people were preparing for something. So we decided to reach out to Fresh and Lean, and Fresh and Lean said they want to help and they can do whatever they want or whatever they can to help us out. And I think it was last week, was it, that we hit 10,000 meals?
Yep.
Since the start of, when did we start? March?
Yeah, or mid-March, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a really big milestone for us. And you know, from here, we're only planning on getting bigger. We're here to, and as long as this Corona's around and the COVID-19 is around, we're here to help the communities. So, you know, hopefully it goes away and we can find a way to live with it quickly. But if not, we're going to be here till 20,000, 30,000, and 40,000 meals, you know?
Yep. I think too, just a little FYI for the people, the 326 people out there. We're having our grab and go meals Monday through Friday, starting at 11 a.m. Big shout out to Ray Dennis, who is one of our board members, and he's also the pastor at the Gospel Mission Baptist Church. I know the address by heart. 7301 Avalon Boulevard. Come on by. No, but in all seriousness, if you guys know anybody that needs a meal, like we said, we're there Monday through Friday, starting at 11 a.m. We have about 1,500 meals coming in each week, every Friday as a drop-off. So if you know anybody that is coming, that live in the area, feel free to share that information. We're looking to hopefully have a second location coming soon, so we'll be sure to post that on our social media channels, and then looking to get the word out as well. So thank you to Fresh and Lean. Appreciate that. Our second program is our bento boxes, and I know Valerie, Chef Val, I don't know if she's still on, but she was on right when I started this live video. She was actually on the Yamashiro account, so that was perfect. But what our other board member, her name is Valerie Archer. She is the head chef at Yamashiro Hollywood. And when this COVID-19 hit, she, I believe, has a sister that works at UCLA hospital. And, you know, her sister was telling just how bad COVID really is if there's no rooms for these patients. And I know Valerie, being on our board and having monthly meetings, we always talk about what can we do besides Fresh and Lean. And she came up to Prince and I and just said, hey, like, you know, we're starting these Japanese bento boxes, you know, super, not large, but not small either, but just the perfect size. And she was just saying that, you know, the healthcare workers, they appreciate all donations, no matter what food. But I think the common trend that they saw is that they got a lot of pizza, sandwiches, a lot of greasy stuff. And once again, not that they didn't appreciate it, but it was, they wanted something a little healthier. And I think the bento boxes was perfect. They had a small rice, always had some sort of vegetable, and some sort of meat or fish. Mm-hmm. So we started that, and we did, we have deliveries Wednesday through Sunday at Centinela Hospital located in Inglewood. And we've been doing that. And actually, we're about to Yamashiro was closed, I believe, right, Prince, for like about 3 weeks, something like that, for renovations.
Yeah, for kitchen renovations.
Yep, kitchen renovations. So we had to stop just for a little bit. But we're looking to start up the bento boxes on the 15th, which is on a Wednesday. And actually, what we're hoping from our friends, fans, donors, is that we're going to have a Google form link. Now, what the Google form link is that we're going to, you can nominate a hospital in Los Angeles that you think that could really use a bento box. And we're changing up just a little bit. We're going to do it for 1 week instead, because when we first started with Centinela, we did 1 month. but we had a lot of emails, DMs of saying, hey, can you go to this hospital? So I think this would be a fun way to engage with our fans and donors of nominating a hospital within Los Angeles that could really use these Japanese bento boxes. So thank you to Yamashiro. Thank you to Chef Val. We just love, Prince and I love cooking there. We're always gonna come by and cook with you guys.
And snacking.
So, yeah. When I see a comment here, it says, when will the Google link be live? Soon. We don't have a specific date. We have the first date, or first hospital actually, in mind for the 15th. But I would say, Prince, what do you think? The next week or so, we'll share it on our social media channels.
And you'll be able to go in. It's a Google form, like John said, fill it out. If you have a point of contact that works at the hospital, that's super helpful for us. And there's a little box in there where you can give us their contact information to reach out to them. But, this is for us to really try and give back to our communities. And we're just trying to see where is the hospital that needs it the most.
Perfect. I think this leads to our now, we do this amazing. We can't do this with our amazing partners. I think there's a lot of side things that people don't see that goes into it. And that is, budgeting for 2020, 2021. So a lot of nonprofits, they've been hit with this COVID-19. It's sad to see a lot of people getting, furloughed, even laid off, or even some organizations even closing down due to COVID-19. I think it has affected all nonprofits, even including us. We had some cool fundraising events in person that we were thinking of having, but just due to COVID, we just think it's just safe not to have it this year. So we'll have more announcement of what those events would be canceled. But, Prince and I are always thinking about how can we fundraise to provide even more resources to our families and the youth. And that's what we created the limited edition lyric t-shirts. Little different. So when we were a student, we had the HEAL-LA t-shirts, and then Prince would sign them down near the logo. But this year, what we decided, we wanted to spice it up a little bit. We're going to have the HEAL-LA logo in the front. And then on the bottom of the shirt, still in the front, it's going to be a patch. And that patch is going to have Prince's autograph on it. And there's only 160 shirts. We still have a few left. So click the link on our bio and get your shirt. But the only thing is that it's a $200 donation. And what shirt you'll get is by random. We'll ask for your size once we sell out. But the 4 songs that we have on the back of the shirts are Man in the Mirror, We Are the World, Heal the World, and Earth Song. And Prince, am I missing anything regarding the t-shirts?
No, I think that covers. The goal is for us to raise $32,000. So that's why we're selling 160 shirts. The faster we raise that money, the more good that we can do with it. So, it may be just a t-shirt to some of you guys, but to a lot of people, especially in Los Angeles, that money is going to help give somebody a meal. That's going to help a healthcare hero get a bento box. That's going to even help with our educational programming once they allow us to, once we open up again. It's an investment in the future of the youth of Los Angeles.
Yep. Perfect.
I see also a message. We get this a lot. We do sell the shirts worldwide. If you make that donation, we will ship it anywhere in the world. And John, I know we haven't talked about this, but I've been getting a lot of messages to see if we can personalize the shirts. I think it's a great idea to see if it's only 160. We add a little box somewhere so we can put their name in there. I have no problem writing it in, for whoever made the donation.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because we do get a lot of emails and DMs of like, hey, can we purchase from Japan, China, pretty much everywhere. And yes, we ship internationally. Only thing is when you go on the link on the country part on the drop down list, just find your country and then you're good to go from there. Another big hit, Prince, is, and I'll have you talk about it, is the Ethica shorts.
Yeah, so if you don't know, we're doing a follower giveaway for the Heal Los Angeles page. What you have to do is you have to go to our post with the Ethica shorts on them. You have to like that post, tag 3 people to follow us, and you also must be following us. And we will be announcing the winner for this give. There's 2 winners that we'll be announcing on July 8th. And what's really cool about these Ethica shorts is I'm pretty sure they're rare. Like, I've checked their website. I don't think they sell them. They're really cool, and they're obviously inspired by my dad with the sparkly glove, and they're signed by me. So if you guys want to win for a chance to win one of these awesome shorts, just head on over to the Heal Los Angeles page.
Yep. And then the winner will be decided on July 8th. So you still have time. Prince, I think it's you got to like the photo and then tag 3 people. And those 3 people have to follow our account, correct?
Yes.
Perfect. So like I said, still time to do it. Go to the post, tag your 3 people, just let them know they got to follow us, and then on July 8th we'll be picking a winner and making an announcement.
Awesome.
Perfect. I think couple of the comments I see when we're talking about the limited edition t-shirts is, where is this money going? And I think this is a perfect segment. Obviously, we talked about a little bit about our 2 food programs that we're doing during COVID-19. It'll be going to that. Like we said, we want to have a second location of our grab and go meals. And then we want to provide more bento boxes quantity-wise to a lot more hospitals in Los Angeles. But more importantly, where this money is going to is our programming that we're having. Before COVID happened or hit us, we were going to launch our first program, which was a cooking class with a nonprofit organization called Common Threads. We were actually going to be at Loretta Elementary School, located in Boyle Heights in Los Angeles. And we were ready to go. We were going to have one program in the spring of 2020 and then have another one in the fall of 2021. Right now, things are up in the air, just like with everything else. So right now, we're working with Common Threads to see if there's a virtual classes once school goes back into session. But a lot of uncertainty right now, especially with LAUSD. They're talking about even like having a half school day of once, the kids get their food, they go directly from home. And then from there, they're on some sort of Zoom call for the rest of the day. So Prince and I were looking to have different programming each year. So for next year, we're not sure what exactly program we're looking to do, but we always want to continue having the previous program. So in 2021, we'll always have the cooking classes, and 2022, 2023, and 2024. But yeah, just a lot of
one each year.
Yes. So that, that behind all those costs is what the money will be going to. A lot of families and youth that we serve will be getting these amazing resources. Prince, I'm not sure if I'm missing anything regarding, at least for Common Threads, but do you want to add anything?
I mean, I would like to kind of carry on a little after that. I think you hit it all right. But sometimes I think when we use words like programming, it gets a little confusing, because we talked about this before I left. The goal for Heal LA is that I feel personally that I've had a unique upbringing because of who my father is, and I've had a world of knowledge from him. Mudo also feels that he grew up very fortunate. He went to very good schools. And because of this, we're very fortunate in the experiences that we had for our upbringing. And we recognize that there are a lot of less fortunate youth who don't have access to these same and what we feel are basic needs and basic education. So in short, our programming is trying to give the youth of Los Angeles a little bit of the great experiences that we had familially, educationally, and physically growing up.
Perfect.
And
right.
That covers it,
Yeah. So we will, of course, be sure to keep all you guys updated on everything that we're doing. I hope you enjoy our new way of engaging with you guys. Prince has been doing an amazing job interacting with everybody on social media, posting videos. So, you know, we're always looking to update you guys. And of course, if you guys have any questions, feel free to DM us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Instagram too, if you go on our bio, you hit contact, you'll have my email on there. So feel free to shoot me an email at any time if you have any questions. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, Prince.
Definitely. I mean, if you guys like this live too, feel free to let us know. John, don't forget to save it
Yes.
either for 24 hours. I'm not sure how it works, but let's keep it up there. And we're planning on doing more lives like this to keep you updated on what the foundation is doing, anything that we're excited about in the future. And it's just, you know, how we can connect with you guys.
Perfect. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that has supported us since we first started back at LMU. It's been crazy to see how we've grown so much since we first started. Prince and I started this. And it's just been a fun ride, and looking forward to even having a longer ride and all this. I know this year has just been a little crazy, a little scary, but we hope to shed light in all this and continue, like I said, just to update on everybody on what we're doing and how we can heal Los Angeles.
Definitely. Spread that positivity, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, friends, what's your rest of the day look like before we end this live?
I still have to read. I walked like 3 miles today, 3.4, and I'm still reading that film book. So that's going to be on there for me. And then, you know, just kind of relaxing past that. What about you?
I think I'm just I gotta do some work, but then I gotta do some more moving around, just like stuff wise. More cleaning up to do. I think I'm just an expert at just like how to clean now. My favorite, I will say this before we end. My favorite thing now to clean is you ever seen those dust spray? Like you just.
Oh, I love those. Where they
you're supposed to use it for your keyboard. I love doing that to like my frame sports memorabilia, just because it gets everything, and then I just wash it off with like Windex.
That's fantastic. That sounds like fun, man.
Oh man. Well, all right, Prince. Well, I hope you have a great day, rest of your day, and then you know, you and I will be talking soon. But for everyone else,
tuning in.
Yes, thank you once again for everyone, all 285 people. We'll be doing this soon. We promise that. But all right, everybody, have a good one. Logging off.
Leave.